Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout London. Well, I just stepped into the Hall of Camelot. We were asked to go seek Percival to start finding out what we should do next.
Need help?
Let's see, any spare medical supplies?
What do you need?
And they do not have any medical supplies or money, but
Be more careful. There's a war on.
London is the place. Hail!
and that kicked me out of the game somehow.
Mate.
Please remain calm if you are injured.
Okay, so I got a robot named Sir Bors.
What's your poison?
I just want to trade a few
The
things.
usual.
Okay, so here's the bartender, apparently.
Enjoy.
Ever vigilant. Speak your mind.
And that appears to be some fellow who's here for a quest we'll deal with later. Although we can't actually touch any of the food on the table without it being stealing.
You have eyes. Use them.
What's your business? Greetings.
And this will be Galahad, who organizes the tournaments. Who we are apparently not supposed to talk to yet, so never mind.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Okay, so no questing through the bathroom yet. This is apparently the door we could have come in. Fifth Horseman Ding Dong. Nice sophisticated, so we got a pile up of soldiers here. Exit through the gift shop.
Anything catch your eye? Take a look.
Wait a minute,
Take a look.
did I see that right? Nuclear arrow. Sweet Oliver Queen. See, everything I've been picking up, have I got a bow yet? I don't think I do. Oh, no, I don't. Let's see, wood bow, wood bow. Let's see, that one's got higher damage. Although it is expensive arrows there. Well, maybe I don't need all those arrows.
take a look?
Okay, and I definitely need the bow. Which 44 is the highest right there. Okay, yeah, it's the storm arrow that's the pricey one.
Bye.
Strange robot. Hey there, bud. What on earth are you supposed to be? I don't believe we've been introduced. What's your name? Pendragon, loyal knight of Camelot. Nice to meet you, Pendragon. What's it you do around here? I like your style, Pendragon. And yes, we can recruit Pendragon as a companion, but we're not going to, because unlike every other companion in this module, he does not have his own little individual side quest. And we cannot talk to Bedivere, it looks like. And it looks like Merlin is asleep.
Hail, Sergeant.
Can you tell me some more about the factions of London?
Who do you want to know about?
Who are the gentry?
The gentry are the complacent mass that we'll have to shift in order to meaningfully achieve anything in London.
Who are the Owl Dog Syndicate? I already know that one. They're the jerks I killed.
London's preeminent criminal gang. About as dangerous as they come, but ultimately susceptible to the issues that plague such organizations.
Also,
Greed, self-interest, dishonesty. The tactics to defeat criminals are tried and tested.
yeah, well, I killed them, so not a problem. Vagabonds.
Threat of yesterday had their hair cut by another outfit of criminals. Think of them like an old landmine. Something that should be disarmed, but easily avoided.
Yeah, well, kind of took care of them.
Highly organized, highly motivated, well-trained, and ideologically committed. The one advantage we have over them is their lack of organic support. I wouldn't be confident in that remaining the case, especially if their propaganda techniques gain traction.
What was your life like before the Great War?
That's a broad question. I'm not one to reminisce. Not a good habit for people in my line of work. I was in the forces, commando unit. Had a few tours under my belt. Saw a lot. Learned a little. Not a period of my life I hold in high regard. Later, I became a government advisor on specific tactical implementation. Use of military assets. That sort of thing. period of my life I hold in contempt. I can't help but feel responsible, in some small part, for the Great War. Look around you. I don't think we did very well on the remit of protecting the people of the United Kingdom. The ultimate hidden truth of the world is that it is something that we make, and can just as easily make differently.
Are you from London originally?
No. I'm from a small coastal town in the west. Truth be told, there was a time where I'd do anything to avoid being in London.
Alright.
Farewell.
It appears that this is where we will find Percival.
Ah, there you are. Arthur told me of your arrival. I'd stand up to greet you, but I'm too busy with my work, as you can see.
Yes.
I am Percival, head of communications for Camelot. This is my personal office. Quite beautiful, no?
You sound bitter. Where'd you get all these machines?
What you see here is the result of hard work, perseverance, and my genius idea of stealing the BBM storage key after I quit my job. Now, whatever happens, we have got their bloody equipment, and they have not.
What's there to communicate?
Words of encouragement, valiant speeches straight from Arthur's mouth, and near constant reminders of what the gentry has taken from us. Or, as the layman calls it, propaganda.
Arthur said you needed my help?
Help, yes. Any assistance is much appreciated.
Alright.
You see, one of my duties is to keep in contact with all of the fractured factions in this great nation of ours. Partly to offer assistance, and partly to stop them from getting any bright ideas about assisting the other side. I've been in conversation with a strange tribe based in Brickton, and they are not happy with how these devious Tommies have been treating them. I, for one, can't stand to see oppression, especially when the oppressed have agreed to oust the Tommies in favor of Camelot protection.
What's so strange about this tribe?
They don't like anything made after 1922, for one. They believe the Great War was a sign from the spirits that we should all return to living in huts. I believe any man, woman, or child should be free to live life as they desire, even if that means wiping their asses with sticks and stones.
Didn't peg you for a bleeding heart, Percival.
My heart bleeds for all those who live under tyranny, especially those who can develop into key strategic alliances.
Okay, so you want me to help push the Tommies away?
I can see now why you caught Arthur's keen eye. I want you to go to Brickton and find Roach, the tribe's leader. He is a strange man, but you must treat him with utmost respect. He has a plan on how to push the Tommies away, help him return to me, and then perhaps you'll find yourself within Camelot's highest ranks.
Okay, what are you sending out in your many, many radios?
Words of encouragement, value, or as...
Yeah, we got that already.
Good luck, servant of Camelot.
Alright, and I still have not picked a perk yet. Let's see, Sneering Imperialist, no. Confirmed Bachelor, not so much. Not doing Cannibal. Let's see, Iron Fist, Big Leagues, Blacksmith, Heavy Gunner. Nothing with bows, is there? Radiation weapons do 50% more damage, and fusion cores last 25% longer. You know, I think I'm going to boost my perception. So I have a better chance of spotting trouble coming. Oh, and there's a power armor station here, but we can't do anything with it, unfortunately. And hey, a stuffed bear. So yeah, that...
Vigilant.
Yep, here is the interior of Camelot, such as it is. Oh, no, that's a nice dramatic shot. Alright, so... Alright, we're going to go speak with Roach of the fancy headdress, soiled underwear, and funky-smelling cloak. You might recall we spoke to him about helping Brickton out once before. But now we get to pull the yoke of the Tommies off of their filthy, unwashed necks. All in the name of glorious democracy. Somehow I pictured a lot more Nazi punching when I agreed to this, but you know what?
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
Yeah, that would be the radioactive storms.
I humbly welcome you back to the land of Brickton. I had a feeling our fates would align once again. Mother Earth told me so. But I do wish our paths crossed once more under a kinder moon. For this one is littered with cunning and secrecy. Now, me and my fellow tribesmen have come up with 3 simple tasks that will agitate the Tommies and push them out of our land without the need for violence. First, you shall poison their ration supplies
with these laxatives. Then you shall destroy the generator that's powering their turrets.
Okay.
And finally, you'll spread rumours about the man leading this battalion, the dreadful Lieutenant Doyle. Fulfill these 3 tasks, and soon Camelot will have an ally in Brickton.
Okay. Poison their rations, shut down the generator, start some rumors. What's your problem with the Tommies?
Tommies think they're here to civilize us, simply because we don't follow their beliefs and codes. But tell me, what worth is there in an ideology that has destroyed the world 10 times over and left it to rot? I'd take dying from preventable diseases 1,000 times over destroying the world with my ignorance.
I'd find this argument much more sympathetic if I weren't dealing with real anti-vaxxers in the real world. So much for the escapism factor of this game.
Like you, I come from the canyon, and I shall return to it once my days are over. But I know that's not what you want to know. The truth is, I don't remember who I was before I became Roach. I wanted a clean start, so I erased my memory through a mix of hallucinogenics and minor head wounds. And I'd do it again, if I remembered the recipe.
Why should you try battling with Camelot?
We are not invested in Arthur's dream of a united London, writhing under his benevolent thumb. We simply wish to be left alone. And unfortunately, the only one willing to grant us that wish was Arthur. Fear makes companions of us all.
Yeah. Why aren't you wearing any clothes?
Why are you wearing clothes? 'Cause someone told you to? 'Cause someone forced you to? I am merely following my instincts. The one thing the canyon gave me in her infinite wisdom. Watch your step.
Oh, how I wish we could stay like this forever.
Well, I'm going to try and do my best to make sure that you can continue to do that, oh filthy unwashed masses.
You won't go quietly. You can count on that.
The Brixton Outpost food rations, mixing some laxatives from their medical facility, would cause a lot of trouble.
Find the gap and all that.
So I have to go get the laxatives first. Let's see, generators powering the turrets. There's a lock control panel. The off switch must be behind there. The key is probably somewhere nearby. Medical facility.
Whatever's in here, I got your back.
I wish I'd known that Mad Jack liked stealing. That would have made things so much easier. When I was napping and taking Royd.
God save our gracious queen. Ah, long live our noble queen.
I wish I could meet the Queen.
Private Kerr, sir! Oh, sorry. Thought you were Lieutenant Doyle for a moment. How can I help you?
I have a secret to tell you about Lieutenant Doyle.
Really? What is it?
You soldiers have to eat rational. He eats bangers and mash every night. He plans to leave you all behind, trade for a higher position in Westminster.
No way. We haven't had good food in so long. That can't possibly be true. Then again, he never complains about the food. And he's always got people heading into his quarters with boxes. Thank you for sharing, but I need to tell my mates about this.
Rope. Anything you need?
And I'm thinking that on one of the piles of barrels would be a nice place
You have to be
to
insane to take on the Tommies.
keep that key. Oh, why can't I just blow up the generator?
I can feel Judy and Diane get antsy when we're just standing around. Maybe I should sit on them.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit much to hope that they would have the key on them. Well, this appears to be one more of those annoying quests where I'm going to have to look around for a key that may not have spawned properly. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here for now. Puzzle this out off camera. And next time, once I've found the key, we will come back here and get back to liberating the poor, unwashed masses of Brixton. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we can continue the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.